Sea of Thieves is a game full of excitement, fun and adventure. Lots of PvP to be had and entertainment wherever you look. However, sometimes you just want to relax, enjoy your moments and do some commendations. So today we're going to show you exactly how to do the Smuggler Voyages. First thing you want to do is go to Crook's Hollow. That's your first location. And you're looking for this cave here. Very, very simple. Head in there and try to avoid the trap. I mean, the trap here is pretty easy. It literally is a couple of rotating blades. So just wait for them to finish and then dodge through. Just make sure you speak to Starbright Ix because you won't get the commendation unless you do. And then finally pick up the journal right beside it. Okay, next one is the Crooked Masts. Head over there. Go to the right-hand side of the island, find this little entrance here. Avoid the traps really easy by just running around them. Speak to Leander, and then grab the journal. Okay, third one is Old Faithful Isle. Head over on the beach, and you'll find this shipwreck just like this. It's really easy to avoid the traps. Just kind of run around them. Very easy. Speak to Kadir, and also make sure to grab his journal. Okay, next, Smuggler's Bay. You're going to come here a lot in this voyage. Head up the top of the hill, and you'll find a cave right at the back. Head into the cave, avoid the trap. The trap is really easy. They're literally just some spikes that pop up. Just kind of run through them. Head over to Solomon, speak to him, and grab the journal. Next, Crescent Isle, the one you definitely will go to the most. Head inside the cave and deal with the traps. The traps are just kind of spin traps. You just jump over them. Really easy. Speak to Lottie, and then make sure to pick up that journal. So the last one is Plunder Valley. This is where we're going to finish up and get our commendations for this. So head up into the island, and on the left hand side you'll see a butterfly. Head past the butterfly and you'll see another cave entrance. Now the trap is really easy. It's just a swinging log. Just avoid it and then jump in and talk to Waylin, grab the journal. By reading all the journals, we'd have unlocked our first commendation, which is Smuggler's Secret Scrawlings, where we had to read all the Smuggler's Hideout journals. You'll see some commendations on the screen now. These are the ones that we'll be able to unlock via the voyages. Most of these are the base goods. Some of them are not rare, and the rare goods we'll only be able to find via caches. So we'll come back to that in a second. But for now, these are the ones we can unlock. Okay, so let's get the voyage down then. So we're going to do the route run, and we're going to go in sail 2 because this is what I like to do. I don't like to do dive 2s. But we're going to get the quest map here, and it's going to give us a coordinate. So you can see F3 there. So we're going to go to F3, which is Smuggler's Bay, and it will always be between Smuggler's Bay and Crescent Isle. So when we get to Smuggler's Bay, we're just going to head up to that same place we went to in the locations, and we're going to grab our items one by one, and we're going to start putting them on the ship. And it's as simple as that. And we're going to get 3 every time. They're always going to be a painting, some rum, and also one of the kegs. And it will tell you exactly on and where to go, which will all be the opposite Crescent Isle or Smuggler's Bay. Then all you got to do is sell them and make that money. So you can see here we're making plenty of money for each of these. But be careful, they have to be in perfect condition for you to get commendation. So don't try to break them if you can avoid it. Now, once you've done all 3 sales, you will get the voyage complete. And all you got to do is start to rinse and repeat. And again, you just pick them up from the location and take them to the other. So this is all I'm doing here, is just picking up, and it'll always be the same sort of things, and it will tell you what to do. As this is currently quite popular, the route is heavily used, and you will find other players doing the same thing. Now, you've got a couple of choices here. You can either fight them like I do, or you can try and avoid them and come back later. Now, the best thing about doing PvP fighting is you get to practice. And also, it's a bit of fun. To be honest, I find this very fun. Sometimes I get quite lucky, as you will see here in this video clip. I get killed pretty much all the time. I got lucky here today. I was on my own against 2 players, but some days I won't succeed, and that's fine. And if you sync them, you'll get great rewards like this. And you can see I've got a lot of paintings here, which can help me towards that commendation, which I'm working towards. And you want to try and do that if you can. Deliver it then to any of the representatives, and you'll be able to sell those goods. Despite they might be going to somewhere else, you can pretty much sell them to any of them at all, so you can always go somewhere else. And once you've sold them all, you'll make a good profit. The next commendation is Reaper Rower. One of the easier commendations is to dock 10 Reaper rowboats to the ship. Now, these have to be very specific. They have to be the ones that I'm using right here. And once you add them, you'll get the commendation. Finally, you must read all the chronicles in order to get the commendations for them. They will be only available in caches, as long with the Floral Fate rum, which is very rare, will allow us to get the rum commendation. And then finally, our caches will give us the legendary commendation. Now for the secret, smuggler caches. Smuggler caches are probably going to be the only source of rare items in the Smugglers League. Some of them are very rare indeed, and you will only be able to find them within these caches, especially things like chronicles, certain types of rum and paintings you'll only be able to find in these caches. So you need to be looking for them if you want to complete all these commendations. Now they come in different sizes, these caches. They come in small sizes, large and medium, and depending on that you might find things like skulls and other merchant goods, things like that. So you can see here on the screen I'm finding there's a merchant crate right there, and on this one I found a obsidian ashen skull, which is very, very important because that can be sold at the smuggler. Also, we've got the chronicles as well that you can find, and you'll need to find a certain amount of them to complete the commendation. And then finally, all of these smuggler goods all count towards, again, like I said, the Smugglers League, and they give you some good cash. One of the commendations is to do route runs, which are very similar to the voyages, but they just come from messages in a bottle. So it works exactly the same way, except you'll go to different islands and sell different items. So grab the items, take it to the place it gives you on the instruction, and then sell the items. And then you'll make a good profit and also work towards that commendation as well. Okay, and then for the final thing that we're going to do today is finding the shipwrecks. These are extremely important if you want to get a lot of the goods really fast. And what you'll find here is you'll find a lot of the more rarer goods as well in the shipwrecks, but the shipwrecks are incredibly rare to find. So you're going to be probably searching for a little while. So it might be easier just to do caches because it's about the same sort of goods that you'll find. But if you do find a shipwreck, the amount of goods that you'll find will be absolutely astronomical. So make sure you have a look for these shipwrecks if you can find them anywhere in the Sea of Thieves. Now make sure obviously everything you get on board is everything you want. Make sure you're checking that against your commendations. Get that on your ship and then head over to the nearest outpost, or well, smuggler's outpost. And then obviously dodge the traps and make sure you sell them. But be careful again of the goods, don't break them, and try your best to not have any damage so you get the perfect condition for the commendations. So once you've done that, you'll have everything that you need to complete all the commendations. So that's everything you need to know in order to complete all of the commendations for the route voyages or Smugglers League. However, there is one commendation left that we will not cover in this video. We'll cover it in the next video, and that is the heists mechanic that is come out recently. And that is there's a commendation for that we will cover in another video. So for now, though, that is everything from me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more of these videos, subscribe to the channel, and also comment below and let me know what you think of the Smugglers League and whether you actually want to see more content. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.